Hello everyone, today as promised to all of you that we are discussing all about Swami Vivekananda in our PSIR crash course for the 2026 to 2027. Okay, make sure that you don't miss my classes, make sure that you study well and also prepare for your examination as early as possible. And if you're able to get 80 marks around in your prelims, then you are good to go and prepare for the mains examination. The methodology that I have used to come to that particular cutoff mark, okay, that is 80, I have already uploaded on the channel. You can just watch it. For admissions, there is in the description, details are given. You can just call to the number given below and just be a part of my classes, test series and mentorship. I'll be more happy to help you out and make PSIR as one of your ranking subject. In our last class, we have completed about Swaraj. Swaraj is all we want in our life as on the individualistic, okay, levels also. On the individualistic levels also, we demanded what? Swaraj. We not only demanded Swaraj from the Britishers, but today Indians also want Swaraj. And that also has been given under our constitution, that is under Article 19. If your Swaraj, if your independence is being arbitrary or with the force, by the tyranny has been taken over, you have the courts in our country to give the Swaraj, nothing but independent, okay, with regard to various restrictions. So obviously fundamental rights are not absolute, okay, rights given to all of us, they are qualified, nothing but if you are having freedom of speech, you just cannot, okay, talk whatever you want to talk about any individual. You have to be very what I say is that sober and decent when you're talking. So that's all we know about it. Let us now talk about Swami Vivekananda, a modern Indian social political thought. Social means he talked about how society should be, and political thought, he also talked about how political setup has to be. What should be a political dispensation do in our country? What are the roles? What are the responsibility? How they should treat the subjects? How they should treat the citizens? How they should come to the power, etc. That is called as what? Political thought. Whether the people should be given the power to dissolve a particular ministry, dissolve a particular government, take down the particular government, bring a government, okay, new government, etc. so and so forth. What is his views with regard to the people in the power? That is called as what? Political thought. Then he also talked about society. Swami Vivekananda, very I just love his way that he has carried, and also he has also went on to Chicago conference, and where the world religious conference were held, and he was given a standing applause. So when a person is getting standing applause, just imagine the point here. He is not talking about his religion, he is not talking about his culture, he is not talking about his rituals, he is not talking about one, because he spoke about humanity. He spoke about all human beings. His words and ideals, his thoughts were applicable to each and every human being across the length and breadth of our world or not. Yes, that's why he was applauded, by given a standing ovation by the different countries' dignitaries in the World Religious Conference. That is how he was so great. Getting my point here yet? Okay, let us go ahead in our discussion. What is there? What do we have? He always says, and this is a very apt for all of you also, awake, okay, rise, and should not stop till the goal is reached. That is what Swami Vivekananda told, and that is what your mother and father has been telling you. That is what I am also telling you, that you should not be stopping. You should awake. You should awake that what you want to become. You should arise. You should pursue the goal. Then don't stop until you don't achieve it. That's all your attitude should be. Answer writing practice can only make you get to the examination. Without answer writing, that is a rigorous answer writing practice required. Continuous engagement with the evaluator, continuous engagement with the mentor, continuous writing the test, continuous writing the question and answer, all will help you to make it highest marks in the PSIR. GS paper 2 is anyhow covered, international relations is anyhow covered, governance is anyhow covered. So almost around, okay, nearly about 50% of your syllabus, the cutoff marks will be there with the help of PSIR, GS paper 2, international relations, essay. So don't miss the opportunity, be a part of it, and I'll make sure that you will get higher marks. 1863 he was born, and 1902 was the last time that we have seen him. A very famous dignitary, born as Narendranath Datta, Calcutta. He was a disciple of Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. We also have Ramakrishna Math in Hyderabad, and it's a very beautiful place where all of them are taken into consideration. Clear? At a glance, let us see who was Swami Vivekananda. Sir? Who does not know? Everyone knows, but for the students it is very important. Okay, this I have already told you. Met So 1863 he was born, so you can understand that 1863, 73, 83, nearly about like 19 years he met to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa and took his all. What I say is that 1893 Chicago address happened. So within 10 years he gained so much knowledge about society, so much knowledge about humanitarian development, and 1897 led to the formation of what Ramakrishna Mission. So nowadays, who will actually show gratitude in this particular level that you establish an organization to actually honor your gurus? That's not possible in today's life. Okay, but these were the people who were innocent, who were true gratitude people, that Swami Vivekananda has put up what Ramakrishna Mission on the guru's name. You cannot find it anywhere else in the modern times. That was his, just imagine that. Core identity of him, you see, he was a Hindu monk, a reformer, philosopher, Hindu monk, very well versed with the Hindu Sanatana Dharma. He was a reformer. Whatever the social deprivations are there, social casteisms were there, women emancipation was not there, etc. So and so forth, poverty. He wanted to change the society which is not rational. He wanted to change the society which is not scientific. He wanted to change the society which does not give justice to all. He wanted to change the society in which inequality is practiced. That is what is called as what? Reformer. Reformer brings change in the society. Remember this point. Okay, Renaissance means political awakening. Reformism is nothing but what? Related to society. Okay, and he was a philosopher. Philosopher is the one who talks about mohabbat aisi hoti to waisi hoti thi, etc. so and so forth. Or philosopher is one who talks about what? What is the idealistic situation? What is the idealistic situation? One has to be in a particular position. That is called as what? Philosophy. He was a disciple of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, pioneer of Neo Vedanta and practiced Vedanta also, founder of Ramakrishna Mission in 1897, voice of India, the world parliament of religion, champion of poor, women, and yet today in this world, okay, especially in our country, we are all suffering. The group which is suffering a lot is what? Youth. Youth is suffering from unemployment. Youth is suffering from what? Marginalization. Youth is suffering from what? No voice is being heard. That is the problem. Okay, right, let us go ahead now. Okay, life and journey, if you see biographical sketch, we have seen joined, and later on if you see that he joined Brahmo Samaj also. Formless worship he promoted. Nothing but whenever you promote formless worship, you know that Islam does not have any form of God, Christians does not have, Moses does not have, Hinduism only have. So just imagine his mind that the majority of the religions are like that. So if we mingle our religion with them and formless worship is that, you can get the best human development, you can protect the best humanity, you can get the best human importance, like that he thought. Okay, meeting with Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was a turning point of his life. Obviously when you meet Elon Musk, when you meet Prime Minister Modi ji, obviously you remember for it forever or not. Yes, and he rightly said, Karma yoga is a social. Karma achhe karo. That's what it is. Social service is the most important thing that you can do. He was died at Belur Math, and age at 39, very young he died. I was so unhappy that such a great individual should not die. Okay, but what is more important about this is the prophets, even the prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam also lived only for 62 years. Okay, Jesus also lived. So very the prophets have already lived very less. Okay, and that's very important point. So you have to remember one important point, why the prophets have lived died very of low age. Why? Because they told to the world that being dead, okay, dying is inevitable. Whether you die at 30, you die at 40, you die at 50, you die at 80, does not matter. What matter is that how much you can contribute to the society. They lived very short, but they have made sure that everyone should live very happily. That's important. Okay, fine. Influential roots, you can say that influences on his thoughts coming from various spheres of surroundings. His philosophy emerged from the awareness of India's socio-religious economic conditions. Okay, Vedanta, deepest he processed Indian Bhagavad Gita, Buddhism, Brahmo Samaj, Dayanand Saraswati, Western Christianity, Hume, Kant, Hegel, all these he has Charles Darwin, everyone he has scientific scholars he has studied Charles Darwin, like that. G.S. Mill, he has studied political thinkers, Christianity, realism, religionism. See, so everything he has evolved as individual. When you read that much, obviously you will become very better. He had a profound influence. The teaching of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa made him very influenced by his thoughts, and that's how he revealed the spiritual part, opened his soul and removed the ignorance that obstructed the boundless spirit within them. That is what he always said. Okay, core ideas of our what I say is that Swami Vivekananda, the core ideas which we are having. Okay, the core ideas. The first core idea that he has given, we'll talk about Vedanta, then religion, then socialism, then practical Vedanta. Religion is a keynote of social and national life. Faith in oneself first is important. Manifest the divinity within by controlling nature, external and internal. So how beautifully this has been written. So when you manifest, I'll get a job, you have to do internal, you have to feel it. Externally, you have to work, otherwise without working, how can you get it? That's not possible, right? Yes, religion is a key of social and national life. If you believe in religion, your society, and if you strictly practice the religion, obviously all religions always say good things only. Okay, that's why your social life, your moral life can be easily be derived from the religion. Faith in oneself is self-confidence, self-determination is important. Manifest the divinity, always feel that God is with me, just like we say no Radhe Radhe, like that, within by controlling nature. External and external nature also we have to control. No ill intentions, no ill behavior, you should not do. Then he practiced what? New Vedanta. You can see here very clearly. Okay. A new Vedanta distinct from the Shankara's traditional Advaita, universal, he teach about applicable and oriented to social service. Universal, everyone, applicable, this Vedanta, nothing but karma karna, सबके लिए कौन सा भी आप religion ले लो, doesn't matter. What matters is karma karna, अच्छे काम करना. That is what our father and mother always teaches us. Man making education and religion exist to build a character. Service to man is a service to God. The famous quote that is written in a corporate company, everywhere it has been written. Okay, service to man is service to God, that India always do with the help of what? By giving humanitarian relief at a time of humanitarian disaster. India does it. Service to man is a service to God. India is not working only for the Indian citizen. We are having EV. We are transiting to EV. We are promises to make global warming less. Why? Because we want to serve the humanity. Nothing but we feel that serving humanity is nothing but serving to the God. Okay, we will never let any individual to die. If any ship is also drowning in Pacific Ocean, if Indian government is asked help, we will go and do that, because we know that service to man is a service to God. Okay, Vedantic socialism he practiced. Okay, he said that socialism poverty should not be there. Eradication of illiteracy, because one can take the informed decision, can understand the political and social awakening. Restoration of human dignity. There should not be begari, there should not be devdas system, there should not be bonded labor, there should not be vetti. Okay, the human dignity is very important. Okay, people are suffering from diseases, government is doing nothing. People are suffering from water shortages, it is not good. People are suffering from low wages, that is the government has to take care of it. That's why no human dignity has to be restored. Once human dignity is very important. End of monopolies, no Adani, no Ambani, no Tata. You should also come, like Raju should come, Radhika should come, Sanjay should come, I should come, everyone should be what? Able to given the opportunity to actually practice what? Okay, duopolies and multiple police. Monopolies should not be there. That's why Government of India has got what? Mudra scheme. We can start the entrepreneurship. Government of India is also giving grants for various innovation projects. For women, Government of India is giving Stand Up India scheme is there. For agriculture, Government of India has got Samman Nidhi Yojana is there. So in order to make sure that the agriculture bills which were presented, taken by the government in order to prevent what? Corporatization, you can understand that monopolies, some are the other way with a lot of laws, with a lot of regulations, Government of India is actually decreasing. You are having a very big private sector, banking is there. Government has made the government banking very stronger than them. Okay, we are having 18 banks which are running on parallel with the private individuals. Religion is not for empty stomachs. Okay, right. So basically what is he saying? Religion is not for empty stomach. Means अगर इंस्टेंट स्टमक रहा तब भूख ज़्यादा लगती, भूख कम लगती, you are weak. Religion is not for the weak. Religion is for the strong, who can make the changes in the society. This is what Swami Vivekananda has told. Okay. His social reform agenda is very simple, my dear student. Okay, he always said that lack of education is the major obstacle to progress. Obviously, you can see that the one who is literate, one who is illiterate, whose life is better? Tell me, whose life is better? The one who is literate. Okay, not only the life, a illiterate cannot contribute much to the society. A literate can contribute much to the society, because a literate can understand that which political party it has to vote, which power it has to come into the center of this unit state government, which is good, which is bad. Only a literacy can teach. Okay, with the help of that, literacy, education, you can also develop skills. When you develop skills, you will get what? Money. So as an individual, you will develop a lot. If you are having literacy, mass poverty is also there. Rigid caste system, okay, is also one of the important. The Varna system, the casteism system is the major obstacle. That is what he has said. Clear my point? Yes. key reforms and contributions of him is very very nice. Okay, he was also called as Masiha, nothing but the prophet of downtrodden, those who are weak, those who are deprived, those who are discriminated, those who are oppressed, those who are suppressed, those who are neglected, those who had been left alone. He was the hero of all of them. So he worked for the downtrodden section of society, first modern leader to speak about the poor, okay, instead of the Garibi Hatao, Bekari Hatao slogans given by the Indira Gandhi ji. Before that only Swami Vivekananda has already told, work for the poor. He always spoken about the poor, and he said that service to man, if you do service to man, it is service to God, nothing but it is the message to the central and the state governments that you do the service to the man, to do service to the Indian citizen, it is nothing but you are giving the service to the God. Universal and secular education for mass affluent. Okay, secularity, he also preached secularism. It means that existence of many religions at one particular territorial jurisdiction, that is called as what, secularism. No religion should be given utmost importance, and one religion should not be given what neglected importance. All religions, one has to live, one has to embrace the good of it. Universal and secular education, Marmanas affiliate, founded Ramakrishna Mission, Karma Yoga in action, emancipation of women against subjection, objectification, deprivation, negligence. He worked on it. Harmony of religious, with the help of that only, that I have told you, that he got the standing applause in the world. Freedom of concept, concept on freedom of religion. Harmony of religion and science. He also said that science cannot be disregarded. You cannot say that okay, science is completely not at all what I say, that it is not, it's science, you can say that the religion is over science. It should not be not, or science is lesser than the religion. It should not be that. He gave in and he practiced what, both the religion and science should be rational. We have to find a correlation. Inspired because he was very young and started preaching. That's why the government of India has declared the National Youth Day on January 12th. Remember this point, okay, because he died young also and started preaching very early also. Core ideas with regard to the nationalism was very very important in today's times also. Vivekananda also, each nation has a theme. India's theme is religion. How beautifully he has said, each nation has a theme and India's theme is religion. What else you want? What else is going to write about? If this comes into the in the essay paper, you have to invoke Swami Vivekananda, spiritual, rooted in Vedanta. India's theme is related in Vedanta. Religion as a lifeblood of Indian people, not secular like the West. Okay, for us, religion is not, okay, what I say is that go to the church once in a month or once in a year on your birthday. Okay, many of us do only go to the mandir only at the time of birthday, which is not at all ours, but they don't hardly go to the temple at all. Okay, religion in our country is the lifeblood. It runs in our vein. Since the morning we start, since the day we end, 5 times we pray the namaz, okay, 3-4 times you do the puja, etc., so and so forth. For us, it's not a westernized concept. It's our culture. Human is based on the universal brotherhood. Okay, हर एक भाई दूसरे भाई, solidarity, every Indian is my brother, Brahmin, poor or Pariya, भर में गोरा पर, एवरीवन इज ब्रदर. सॉलिडारिटी प्रियम्बल में ये इसका कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन करे हैं इन द फॉर्म ऑफ व्हाट, फ्रेटर्निटी. कर्म योगा, selfless service as a part to political and spiritual freedom. Selfless, sir, you are all were selfless, that's why we are living in a happy India today. If you are not there, then we would have not been living. Youth power is important, which government of India is now realized. And also recently 11th meeting of governing council of Niti Aayog took place, where Prime Minister Modi ji has presided it. In that, youth has also been given one of the important area. Youth has also been given one important importance by the government of India. This is also unity in diversity, that is what we have been promoting with the help of our constitution. Race, religion, language, like reservation system, or you can say that there is nothing like in recruitment, there is casteism, nothing like that is there. Who do the merit, they will get it. Race, religion, language and government together makes a nation. In India, religion is the unifying power that dissolve social and linguistic differences. Okay, religion is one, with the help of that, so we can resolve social and linguistic. The Marathi people are there, or Telangana people are there, all of them are Hindus, so we can resolve our regional differences because we are all one. We follow what Hinduism, we follow what Indian civilization, etc., so and so forth. So religion, if you follow one religion and we be very good in the religion, it's going to be unifying power to dissolve all social, all SC, ST, etc., all of them are Hindus only. Why to fight, why to have the distinction? So if we do not have this, if the religion is able to unify the various states, unify the various castes, what else we want? We will get the best development of human aspects in our country or not? Yes. Now you can see here that how beautiful Swami Vivekananda has given with regard to society, how society should be, how beautiful it has been written. You can see. So let us now talk about society, let us now talk about caste, let us now talk about what he want to do for the women and how they were suffering and want to remove all the obstacles, deprivation with regard to the women were facing at that time. So you can see here society. He said that society is a divine institution. So I learned a new thing now. Society is a divine institution. Okay. Vyasthi, that is the individual, becomes samasti. One Vyasthi become what whole society. One person change, the society will change slowly over a period of time. Once upon a time, living relationship were not recognized. Now it has been recognized. Once upon a time, third gender was not recognized. Now it has been recognized. Okay, it is only the society can make what? Samasti. Religion is a backbone. Dharma is the keynote of social solidarity. Dharma karo, karma karo. Okay, nothing but you do good deeds. You do good deeds. Okay, you do good deeds with Muslims. You do good deeds with Hindus. You do good deeds with SC. You do good with Nichi Jati. Whatever it is. Ultimately, all will be happy. Everyone else should follow this. What Swami Vivekananda is saying. The thoughts given by him is not only relevant to that times, it has also relevant to even present day. If you see Western people, Western European countries or America, etc., so and so forth, the goal is very simple: individual independence. Language for them is money. Means how they can earn money or how they can have the power politics. India is not. Our goal is what? Mukti, salvation, devotion, mysticism, etc., so and so forth. Being near to the God is what we all desire. Language we speak is Veda. Okay, means that we renunciate. We don't want power, we don't want material, we don't want anything. We will renounce everything, but we want a path which can do karma. We want a path which can do dharma. These are all religions. Religion makes an individual, individual makes a society, society makes a very good India. Society makes a very good Bharat. The Bharat which is dreaming about 2047 Viksit Bharat, we want to achieve at the earliest. On caste, if you see his thoughts, and thoughts, original varna, okay, is by aptitude, not birth. Aptitude is nothing but reasoning. Okay, if you say someone who is born SHE, I will not talk to them. What nonsense is this? What is his reasoning? What is his reasoning? You should not do that. Or if somebody's father is auto rickshaw, then what is the nonsense that you are talking? Okay, right. Important point here. Original varna by aptitude, not by birth, was a glorious institution. The degenerated caste must be abolished, not the system itself. He predicted the rise of Sudra rule. The Satavanas were Sudras, Kakatiyas were also considered to be Sudras, etc., so and so forth. Okay, he also said that in future, today also in the center, the political dispensation, many of them are Brahmins. So people have explained that the Shudras will come power according to Swami Vivekananda. On women, if you see the nation which does not respect the women, agar ladkiyon ki izzat aap nahi karenge, has never become great. The nation which has that's why Saudi Arabia इतना होने के बाद भी they are not great. Why? Because उनको वुमेन वहाँ पे उतना ज़्यादा एक्टिव नहीं है politically, economically, etc. That's why women should, a political dispensation or the ruler should learn to respect the women. Has never, otherwise the Saudi Arabia will be like that only. Education must be an eye opener. Total opposition to women's subjugation. Always remember this point. Nothing less we will accept if a woman dignity or woman modesty is being harmed. That's all about it. Means there's no, it's okay, it's not at all there. Okay, whenever we talk about women, it's okay, it's not there. Remember this point. Okay, we have to make sure that, okay, that should be removed, that should be taught. If you see the legacy of his and significance of his work, he showed to the world that he was a patriotic monk, very, very deeply intertwined and woven with the nation that is Bharat. Revealed the soul of India to the Western world in the World Religious Conference. He also preached universal harmony. Universality and harmony of the world religions are important. National consciousness is also important. Awakened a shared identity across faith and caste. Everyone, though you are Muslim, though you are Hindu, though you are Sikh, or though you are Christian, whatever it is, but we are all one nation. We are all one nation. That is what he has preached. That is what he has preached. Getting my point here? Man making reframed religion from God to God in man. Mass affiliate education plus service as the engines of progress, he said. Youth icon, he was a youth icon. Key words for your answer writing, please remember this point. If you don't put these important keywords for the answer writing, like practical Vedanta, neo Vedanta, man making, karma yoga, Vedantic socialism, spiritualism, nationalism, universal brotherhood, okay, Daridra Narayana, all of these you have to write. After writing all of these only, these keywords becomes very important for your examination. Okay, then let us see some important questions that we have got. In PSIR 2023, examine the Swami Vivekananda's idea of practical Vedanta. That is, see how beautifully they have done. We have already learned it, and its relevance to modern India. I always link everything to the modern that you have been hearing from me till today, right? Discuss the Swami Vivekananda's views on the issue of nationalism. Just now we have learned how it is different from the Western nationalism. West I have given and Indian have given. Okay, we are having what there the means is money, where the means is what not money. There the means, there's a language is what money, here language is what not money. So just imagine that how different our societies are there. Our it is deeply intertwined and woven with religion, but they hardly have it. Vivekananda 2019 nationalism is rooted in spiritualism, very true. He always have correlated nationalism with spiritualism, and he always said that when a person is having the divine body, he says anastya samastha. Understand one point here. Right, it samastha means whole. Okay, divinity is important in order to achieve nation. He always believes that unity and solidarity is possible when the religions are say shared. And he also talked about secularism. He also talked about what secularism. Examine Vivekananda's contribution to the philosophy of neo Vedanta. That also we have just learned. Neo Vedas give very historical aspects and dharma, karma, etc. Neo Vedanta give what? Socialism. Neo Vedanta give was removal of poverty. Neo Vedanta give was what? Youth and for New Vedanta give what? Emancipation of women. So this is the new Vedanta that the Swami Vivekananda has actually given to the world. Then 2019 again, assess the role of Swami Vivekananda in awakening national consciousness. How can Vivekananda's ideal of service to man and service to God is a guide, a civil servant ethic case is there. Wow, how beautifully ethic case has been there. Okay, so when you are writing, write with open with Vivekananda code, define the concept completely in a chronological way, in a very summary way. Whatever the 2 to 3 dimensions that is given in the question, write the 2 to 3 dimension. Okay, so, Swami Vivekananda, like that you write famous, okay, quotation you write, and to whatever the famous quotations that you are writing, explain them. Then in the body, this is your, what I say is that this is your introduction is over. Then in the body, write down 2 to 3 dimensions which they have given. Then conclude it. Then do a conclusion. That is also important. Okay, try to always contrast with the West, because Western thoughts and the Vivekananda thoughts has been correlated in all the books. That's why every evaluator, every professor who is studying, they will definitely have studied the comparison. And if you are missing the comparison, that is a problem. Okay, contemporary relevance is important. Socialism, okay, you know that very well. Government of India, taxation government of India is doing. Okay, resources, banking credit is government of India is giving to everyone in the form of mudra. Okay, so you can understand that yes, we are having contemporary relevance to his thoughts. Preamble, etc. also talks about what? The what equality, women emancipation, reservations, etc. so on and so forth. I hope this is all clear to you. Do join PSI or optional classes, test series and mentorship on Source in AS Academy. Anyhow, the footer is ending. You can be a part of it, and I'll see you in the next class. Tomorrow we will talk about M.N. Roy. Or I will take one current affairs discussion tomorrow. I hope this is all clear to you. So one more important thing that I would like to tell you is that, okay, these are the important words that you have to remember. Practical Vedanta, Neo Vedanta, man making means what? Karma yoga means what? Vedantic socialism what? Spiritual nationalism is what? Universal brotherhood is what? One more important point I would like to tell you is that if you are not able to do the introduction properly, just you can write this particular, okay, you can write this Swami Vivekananda, like that you can start. Hindu monk, reformer, philosopher, disciple of Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, pioneer of New Vedanta, in the bracket you write something about it, Practical Vedanta bracket you write, founder of Ramakrishna Mission, which is even doing lot of humanitarian services, because Ramakrishna Missions are service to man and service to God. You have said the service to man is being done in Ramakrishna Mission only. Then you write that attended the World Religious Conference and preached what his thoughts were there with regard to religion, give the religion, champion of the one poor, give some points about poor women, youth, etc. So if you don't know anything, okay, every point you take and talk about it, one paragraph, take 3 lines, 3 lines, 3 lines, 3 lines, 3 lines, 3 lines, so 150 words or 250 words will be easily over. Okay, so you please do that, then your answer will be done. I hope this is all clear to you. Do join my class HSC's mentorship. Have a nice day. Bye bye. Take care.